I was 11 years old. Me and my friend Alan were on our way to school. Alan was a pretty big kid for his age, so I became friends with him to make sure nobody will try to bully me. While we were on our way, we decided to go to a store and buy ourselves some sweets. We had PE that day, so we had to carry a change of clothes and bags. As soon as we entered the store, we were both smitten by the amounts of sugary treats that were all around us, and at the same time we were sad because we knew that we couldn't afford all of them. Then all of a sudden, the rebel and confident kid awake from deep inside of me. I take Alan into a corner and I say to him, dude, sit behind and cover me. I will try to steal some candy and stuff them in our bags. He looked frightened at me, but he wanted that sugar rush as much as I did. He covered me. I started shoveling as many treats in our bags as I could. We were both sweating with terror, but tried our best not to show it. As we were getting closer and closer to the register, the cashier already knew what we were trying to do. After Alan paid for a bag of cookies we chose earlier, to not look very suspicious, the cashier asked us for our bags. Chills of terror went down my spine. I started sweating. My eyes were becoming red. As I looked at Alan, his entire face turned red. I thought he was going to shit himself. I raise the bags to the cashier, and as she starts to take out everything we wanted to steal, that rebel kid from earlier left my body. In that moment I didn't know what to do. She was already looking mad and started asking about our parents' phone numbers and our address. In that moment, I knew what to do. I started crying as loud as I could. My face was covered in tears and I almost drowned from the amount of snot I was producing. I started pointing my finger at Alan saying, I told you we shouldn't have stolen. I told you. This was your idea. Alan was too frightened to defend himself, so he just stood and took in all the blame. After a few more seconds of agony, the cashier took pity on us and told us to go with just a warning. As soon as we left the store, I started cleaning the snot and the tears out of my face and I started smiling. I turned to Alan and I said, wow, that was pretty close. Sorry for blaming you, but I had to make a scene so we could escape. Alan looked back at me. He didn't say anything. His eyes were as big as an egg. His face was still red. Then, I started smelling it. Alan did shit himself.